Hey, what's up guys? This is Rick with the Digital Divide. I decided to make some chili today. It's one of my favorite dishes to make, and I figured this would be another opportunity to make another how-to cooking video. So if you guys are into chili and you want to cook along with me, go ahead and do so. So let's go ahead and get started as usual by washing our hands. Next, we're going to gather all of our ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is some tomato sauce. This is a 29-ounce can. Then we're going to need a can of red kidney beans. And then we're going to need some lean ground beef. I do 93% lean, so it only has 7% fat. And you'll need 1 pound of that. Next, you'll need some paprika. And some ground cumin. And then we're going to need a bell pepper. 1 red onion. Some chopped garlic, some crushed bacon bits, some chili seasoning, some garlic powder, salt and pepper, and some hot sauce. I'm using Texas Pete, but if you want it spicier, use some Tabasco. Well, we're also going to use some chili powder and some extra sharp cheddar cheese to top off the chili once it's done. I'm also going to use a little bit of olive oil throughout this process. Alright, so we're going to place our cutting mat down and get started chopping up this onion. You will need a bowl to store the chopped onion and peppers because we're going to mix those up. So you're going to want to cut off the top and bottom portion of the onion. And then we're going to cut the side here and peel off the dry outer layer of the onion because we won't be using that. Go ahead and grab a bag to throw away the parts of the food that we're not going to be using. And we'll get started dicing up this onion. So go ahead and throw all of the onions in the bowl. And next we'll get started on our bell pepper. So you're going to grab a knife and you're going to cut a circle around the top of the bell pepper. And then you're going to remove the stem that has all of the seeds attached to it, because we will not be using that. And next we'll go ahead and start chopping up this bell pepper. So once you're done cutting up the bell pepper, go ahead and throw it in the bowl along with the onions. So next we're going to start working on our sauce, which is going to be the base. So go ahead and grab your 29-ounce can of tomato sauce. And then go ahead and pour that into a large mixing bowl. Next, you're going to grab those crushed bacon bits, and you're going to go ahead and just dump the entire bag into the sauce. Next, you're going to grab your chopped garlic, and we're going to get a really big dollop of this and toss it in. Go ahead and stir that up so everything's mixed in nicely. And now we're going to go ahead and give it a second dollop of garlic. I love garlic, so you can use less if you're not into it. And now we're going to add some chili powder. And next we're going to add some ground cumin. And then we're going to add some paprika. And guys, I don't measure exact portions here, so just eyeball it. We're going to sprinkle some salt and some pepper into the mix. And then we're going to dump some hot sauce into it as well, to give the chili a little bit more spice. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and stir everything up. And we're going to grab our red kidney beans. Now you're going to want to open up the kidney beans and just drain all of the juice that's in the can. Just drain it until it's all empty. Next, go ahead and dump the beans into the sauce mix. And then go ahead and stir everything up. Next, we're going to add some garlic powder. And next, we're going to add a little bit more chili powder. A little bit more hot sauce. Some more ground cumin. A little bit more paprika. Some salt and pepper. And I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to top it off at the end here. And then go ahead and thoroughly mix everything up. Now we're going to place a lid on it. And we're just going to let this hang out in the fridge for a few minutes. Next, grab a very large cooking pan and turn the heat on high. Grab some non-stick cooking spray and give the pan a couple circles of the spray there. So now we're going to go ahead and grab the onion and bell pepper mix that we made earlier. And we're gonna cook these to try to caramelize them. So I'm not going to use all of this. Feel free to use as much or as little to taste as you prefer. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper on this and then just let it cook until it's a nice faint brown. And then we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to help it cook. And then you're just going to cook this until it is a nice light brown. Once that's cooked, go ahead and grab the bowl that we placed it in earlier, and you're just going to put it back in there. Next, we're going to give the pan another coating of the cooking spray, and we're going to start on our meat. So go ahead and grab the pound of ground beef. And just break it up as much as you can and throw it in the pan. And then just go ahead and stir and cook the ground beef until it is completely cooked and has a nice brown color on the outside. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil into the beef. And then we're going to go ahead and grab our bell peppers and chopped onions, and we're just going to stir everything together here. Next, we're going to grab our bacon-infused tomato sauce with the beans, and we're going to dump it all in and just go ahead and mix everything together. Just stir occasionally while it's cooking and just make sure that everything gets mixed together thoroughly. Let it cook for 10-15 minutes or so. I like to add a little bit of basil towards the end. And then lastly, we're going to top it off with a bit more hot sauce just because I like it a little bit spicy. Now you're ready to serve, so go ahead and grab a bowl. And then just top off the chili with some sharp cheddar cheese and let it melt. And you should have a nice, delicious bowl of homemade chili. That's going to do it for me today, guys. If you end up trying this recipe, let me know how it turned out. And as always, thanks for watching.